Early this morning, we arrived in beautiful St Maarten. We're stepping off Star of the Seas and making our way down the pier, just soaking in these calm turquoise waters and the view of the city ahead. The air feels fresh, the sun is gentle, and our ship is sitting majestically at the port behind us. It's such a surreal moment seeing her from the outside, after calling her home for the last few days. As we walk toward our excursion meetup point, Royal Caribbean's sister cruise line, Celebrity Beyond, is sailing into port. Watching both ships together is an incredible sight. You've got Star of the Seas towering over Celebrity Beyond, side by side like two floating cities on the water. The walk from the port to the bus is full of excitement on this beautiful Caribbean island. We're taking in every angle, every view, trying not to miss a single detail of this moment. This is our very first time in St Maarten, and it already feels special. The ships, the sea, the city. Friends, our shore excursion adventure is just getting started.
Sitting beside me is your bus driver, David. Everyone say hi, David.
Hi, David.
Right now, folks, you're on the Dutch side and you will be visiting the Kim Sha Beach, which is also on the Dutch side. So for today, you are not crossing over to the French side. It's going to be about a 25-minute bus drive. The tickets that I gave everyone, that's for your lunch. Put it away for now. I will be giving you your beach information as we're getting a bit closer down to the Kim Sha Beach. On my way back over, I will be doing a downtown drop-off. For those of you that is interested in going downtown to do some shopping, please keep in mind you are responsible of getting your own way back over to your ship. There is a water taxi, which is going to cost you about $7 per person. Land taxis is about $4 per person. If you want to walk, it's a 15-minute walking back over to your ship. The water and the land taxis, they go back and forth. No set time. Very, very easy for you to find. From downtown to get you back to your ship, it takes you about 5 minutes. There is our green and white building. It says courthouse. Looks like a church. Once you get to that area, that's where you can get the water and the land taxis. Also, it's very easy for you to walk it back up to your ship.
That's what I'm saying. Is this all part of your mental crossing?
Look down to your left. That's a downtown shopping area. As you can see, it is very close to your ship. You will be dropped off to your left right by that bridge. Now, for those of you who's not interested in going downtown, please stay on the bus. Please stay on board. We will be taking you straight back over to your ship. Also by our harbor, there is a small shopping area. There is some liquor, souvenir, clothing, jewelry stores, etc. back at your ship. As you go round and round about, look over to your right hand side. You're going to notice a large expanse of water. It is not a lake. It is actually the salt pond. And this is the largest salt pond here on the island. The big industry in the old days was the harvesting of the salt and everyone used to work in this industry, which lasted about 500 years. This salt pond was closed in 1945. The very last salt pond to close that was in 1961. Today, our main industry here on the island is tourism. Look to your left, you're gonna see the salt pickers. Christopher Columbus, he discovered the island on his second voyage to the Caribbean in 1493. His general thought he named the island after a holiday in Spain, St. Maarten of Tours, which considered on that day November the 11th. He named Saba St. Maarten first, and vice versa, before settled on a naming St. Maarten, St. Maarten. Some of the first inhabitants he met were the Arawaks. These were peaceful Indians who migrated from South America here in canoes. They led a peaceful life fishing, hunting, growing vegetables, weaving cottons, making jewelries, etc. They were the opposite of the fierce warriors, like cannibalistic Carib Indians, who were more prevalent in the Southern Caribbean, but later dominated the Arawaks by killing and eating their men, then marrying the women.
Stop it! Stop.
Fast forward, we move up to the 14th century. This was a time you had all the European settlers coming to the Caribbean to colonize the island. In St. Maarten case, they were all interested in the natural resources of the salt. You had the French, the Dutch, the Spanish, and the English all fighting for the possession of the island. In fact, St. Maarten changed hands 16 times within 160 years. There was a significant battle between the Spanish and the Dutch. The Spanish easily outnumbered the Dutch, and a lucky cannon shot blew off the leg of a Dutch commander by the name of Peter Stuyvesant, who was governor of what was known New Amsterdam, now known as New York. In spite of winning the battle, the Spanish lost all the interest and withdrew their forces back to Spain. So that gave the French, who didn't have any interest, to return back to the island. What they did, they divided the island into two by setting up what was known as Treaty of Concordia in 1648. Ever since then, the island has lived very peacefully. For those of you who are wondering how they divided the island into two, it was said that the French and the Dutchman, they both stood back to back. The Frenchman walked one direction and the Dutchman walked the opposite direction. Same place where they started is where they were supposed to end up very fair and equal. But however, the Frenchman, he spiked the Dutchman water with a little bit of white rum. The Dutchman fell asleep on the way. The Frenchman got 21 square miles and the Dutchman only got 16 square miles. St. Maarten is a total of 37 square miles, including our salt pond. With that being said, that the island is divided into two. We do have two of everything here on the island. We have two governors on both sides, two police forces, two hospitals, two fire departments, two utilities company. The French side use a 220, the Dutch side use a 110. Two currency, the French side use the euros, the Dutch side use the Dutch guilders. The US dollars is accepted on both sides of the island. If you want to make a call from the French over to the Dutch or from the Dutch back over to the French side, That is an international call. That is a long distance call. I'm going to put the history on a little pause. To your right, you're going to notice our graveyard is above ground. That's because of the digging and the flooding. To your left, that open space, there was a hotel. It used to be called Great Bay Hotel. It got badly destroyed during the last hurricane in 2017. That was Hurricane Irma. Our hurricane season starts from the 1st of June up until November 30th. To your left, that beach is called Great Bay Beach, better known as Downtown Beach. To your left, where your ship docked this morning, that's the only harbor. 6 months high season, 6 months low season. Right now, we are in our low season. High season starts back in November. Down to your left, that resort is called TV Little Bay. What you see to your right are private homes. Coming up to your left, that's the Bel Air Beach Hotel. Right next to it, you're going to see the Bel Air Beach. We have 37 beaches here in St. Maarten. St. Maarten is spelled two different ways. On the French side, it is M-A-R-T-I-N. Dutch side, it is M-A-R-T-E-N. Capital for the French side is called Marigot. The capital for the Dutch side is called Philipsburg. We have about 100,000 people here in St. Maarten, about 120 different nationalities. We only have one stoplight. The others, they replace them and they put roundabouts. As we go around and roundabout to your right, that's the hospital. Right next to it, that is the fire department for the Dutch side. We have 4 borders. They're all open borders. They're not guarded by any police or security. You don't need to pay to cross over to one side of the island or for you to come back. Also, you do not need to show any ID cards or passport. So it is very, very easy for you to cross over to one side of the island and for you to come back.
We've just arrived at beautiful Kim Sha Beach in St. Maarten. This is pure nature's beauty. Soft, warm sand beneath our feet and crystal clear water stretching out in front of us. As we walk toward the gentle waves, the horizon looks like pure paradise. The kind of view that makes you want to just stop, breathe, and soak it all in. Hubby and I step in for our very first dip in this water. The ocean feels calm, refreshing, and so inviting. In this moment, it feels like we're standing on our own tiny planet, just us, the sea, and the sky. Step back out of the water and take a slow walk along the shoreline. There's a soft breeze, the sound of the waves, and a peaceful atmosphere all around, and the beach isn't crowded at all. Reminds me of beautiful Megan's Bay Beach in St. Thomas. It's quiet, relaxing, and absolutely perfect for a chill day in St. Maarten. Moments like this are what vacation memories are made of. We had such a great time at Kim Sha Beach, and it was the perfect chill day. After our beach escape, we alighted from the bus and started walking through the city center, making our way back to the ship. People were so friendly with smiles and warm greeting, and the streets were lively but not too busy. The ambience was really nice, colorful buildings, little shops, and that island charm you can just feel in the air. As we wandered along, we even stumbled upon this beautiful garden walkway. Lush greenery, flowers, and a quiet path that felt like a hidden gem in the middle of the city. It was the perfect way to end our time in St. Maarten. A peaceful walk, friendly faces, and our ship waiting for us in the distance.